Welcome back to Axis and Allies, the anniversary edition. We are on the Soviet Union's turn, their second turn of the game. And they have a lot of infantry units. They only have one artillery. The Germans did a good job last time of wiping out their armored unit and their artillery. But they do have a mass of infantry. And I think they got their eyes set on the armored units here. So we'll see what they're going to do. They do have 28 IPCs to spend, so they're going to be doing that first. So let's get them purchasing units for the end of the turn, and let's see what they're going to get with their 28. Alright, with their 28 IPCs, they will be purchasing 8 infantry and 1 artillery unit. Yes, it's all about the manpower for the Soviet Union, which was, I guess, pretty much true for World War II. They had, I don't know how many millions and millions of troops, and they just kept throwing millions and millions more into the battle. Alright, let's get to the Soviet Union. They now have their combat moves to plan, so let's see what they're going to do there. Alright, way up north on the board from Karelia, they're going to send in 1, 2, 3 infantry units and their artillery into Finland. Actually, 4 infantry and an artillery into Finland. They want to try and take that. They'll leave 2 back here. And the next place they want to attack, they are going to attack the armored units here. So they're going to send in 1, 2, 3, 4 units from Russia, and they're also going to send in 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 from the Caucasus. So there we go. They've got a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. They're doing 10 infantry attack versus 4 armor. That could go horribly wrong, but they want to whittle down the armor from the German forces. At least try to. That is the only place they will be attacking, and so let's get to rolling some dice. I'm going to readjust the camera a bit. Let's do the Finland attack first. Alright, so let's get the dice tray out here. We got a bit of a zone there. We can move that down. There we go. We should be able to see everything. Alright, they have they've got 3 infantry on their own, so those will attack at a 1. So we're looking for 1s there. We only need 1 hit. They get nothing. They do also have an artillery and an infantry, and these hit on a 2. And so they get their 1 hit. That was an awful lot of troops to get the 1 hit, but that's all they needed to take out the German infantry there, and then Germany gets to respond at a 2. And they do hit one of the Russian troops in retaliation, but that's just going to be an infantry, and they're not too concerned about that. Alright, that's a scoop for Russia. For the Soviet Union, they will be going up, if I can find their token here, going up 2 for Finland, and put a marker on there. 2 up for Soviet Union from 26 to 28, and 2 down for Germany. They're going from 34 down to 32. So that was quite of a kick there. Alright, let's take a look at the infantry versus armored units here and see how that plays out. Alright, the second Soviet offensive is going right here, and let's see what they do there. So they basically have 2, 4, 6, 8. They have 10 infantry attacking. Alright, and we're looking for 1s. It's not the greatest odds, but they want to whittle down those tanks if they can. First 5, well, that gives them 1 armored unit is destroyed by that infantry rush. 5 more for a total of 10. And, oh, that is just looking good for Russia. That's 2 hits. I guess I'll put it, whoops, I guess I'll put it 2 there. 2 hits against the armored units of Germany. Germany gets 4 defensive rolls at 3s. So can Germany fight back with the armored units? And they get 2 hits. So it's basically a 2 for 2, which is pretty much good for the Russians. So they're just going to lose 2 infantry, which they're not too concerned about. It's those armored units they want to crush of the Germans, which is good. So there we go. They still have 8 left. And did I knock something? Yes, this plane was in Poland. All right, trying to get organized. All right, that's crushing. Yes, they're pressing the attack. Obviously, they want to crush All the armored units there. So 2, 4, they still have 8. 8! So we're going to do 4 and 4. They're looking for 1s. And they get nothing on the first 4. And they're still looking for 1s. And they get absolutely nothing this time. Alright, the Germans have wised up to the infantry attacks. Germany has 2 tanks, hitting on 3. And they get 1. So 1 more Russian troop. Soviet Union troop is gone. They're going to press the attack. They still have 7 infantry, so we have 7 dice. All right, let's roll them up. And they're looking for 1s, and they get 1, which is awesome because their main goal here is to throw all their infantry into the battle and try and crush all those German armored units. And so far, that worked out pretty good. 1 hit. Germany's got 2, of course, defending at 3s. Wow, and nothing. Way to go. German armored unit, it is out of here without even retaliating. Alright, back to Soviet Union. They still have 7 troops there, 7 infantry versus the 1 armored unit. And 3 hits, absolutely crushing that final unit of Germany. Alright, and Germany, do they get a last kick or not? Nope, they don't even fight back. Wow. Statistically, horrible rolling on Germany's part. There you have it. All right, that is going to kick the Germans right out of eastern Ukraine, and that is going to reclaim 1 for Russia and 1 down for the, 1 up for Soviet Union, 1 down for Germany. So that takes another toll on the German. They're from 32 down to 31, and Russia goes from 28 to 29. Wow. Nicely done. So it does, you can see that with a lot of infantry, you can actually do quite a bit of damage, even though statistically you're only rolling a 1 and 6 to hit. Alright, that is it. And now it is time, whoops, so I flip everything around, for them to do their non-combat moves. And so I have to think about where they are going to be doing that. Alright, we are going to actually have these 2 Russian units move down here to Persia. They're going to come down and possibly help out the UK and India. Maybe, if the Japanese don't wipe them off the map here. But at least if the Japanese wipe them off, they'll have a blocker here. And we'll see how that works. Alright, they have more units that they can move, so let's do that as well. Alright, Russia's going to take the 2 units in Russia and move to Belorussia right here. So that's going to block that up pretty good. And then they're going to take the 2 units. They're going to put 1 and 2. They're going to go in here like that. Totally wiping out all the units, or moving out all the units in Karelia. But they can put 2 in there. And Germany won't have that by the next time they go. I can pretty much guarantee that. So that's going to be it for all of the non-combat moves. No, they're going to do some non-combat moves over in the Soviet Far East. Of course, the Russians do not trust the Japanese. So we're going to move 1 from here to here. This one will move here, and they will move 1 more in here. So they got 2 in Soviet Far East, 4 now here in an unpronounceable place. I apologize. I'm not going to try because I'm just going to butcher it and look horrible. So they got 4 there now, 2. They're pushing in on the Japanese, maybe? So there we go. There's that. And do they have any more non-combat moves? I don't think so. I think they are good to go. So let's place down their troops now. Alright, and yes, we have to follow the restrictions for the industrial complexes. So we can put 4 units down here, 6 in Russia, 2 in Karelia. They are going to put 3 infantry here, Karelia, and as well as the artillery. Alright, they are going to put 5 down in Russia, and they're not going to put anything in Karelia, which sounds crazy, but they cannot really be attacked by Germany or Japan there, so they're not too concerned at the moment, he said. And they've been in talks, of course, with Churchill, and they have decided that this transport has to go. It's got to go. And Britain's got 2 fighters and a bomber here. The fighter just needs to get over there, sink it, and away, and it's gone. So we don't need to worry about that. I think that's going to be it for Russia. So they will be, Soviet Union, they're going to be collecting, what are they collecting? 29 IPCs. Wow. And so we're going to zoom the camera out. They're going to collect their 29 IPCs, and that'll be it for the Soviet Union's turn. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up our episode for today. That was Soviet Union taking their turn. They are looking pretty beefy there. And the Germans are looking a little skimpy. So we're going to see what happens in future turns. Maybe Italy can do something to help out. They've helped out quite a bit so far. And we'll see what's going to happen. But of course, up next is Japan in turn order. So when we come back tomorrow, we're going to see what the Japanese Empire is up to. They have still a lot of planes. They have threats now from the U.S. submarine units. So they're probably going to have to think about making some destroyers to combat that if they don't want to lose their fleet to surprise attacks from the American submarine fleet. And the Americans now, of course, have a fully loaded aircraft carrier as well. So Japan wants to expand, but they've got to keep their eye on the U.S. as well. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is the anniversary edition of Axis and Allies, playing through an entire 1941 game. I'm just playing until one side concedes. So basically, if Germany falls, or if Tokyo, Japan, if it falls, if one of the capitals is wiped off the map, I'm going to call a game. It's just not worth going right through to the bitter end. But anyway, I'm enjoying it a lot. I really do like this. It's a super fun beer and pretzels game on an entire day. Take a weekend and play this. Very, very cool, very fun. I played a ton of the original version back in the 80s, a lot. Had a ton of fun with that. It would be an all-day thing as well. Anyway, thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow for the continuation Axis and Allies Anniversary Edition. We will be doing a Japan.